What is going on, y'all? It is your boy Lamont here, back again for another motherfucking banger. And today is Wednesday Mukbang. Okay, shut up. Thank you. Damn. Fucking washing machine. Sorry about that, y'all. I should have closed the door, but my dog's in there. But anyways, yep, it's Mukbang Wednesday, and today we got us another pasta. I don't know if it's pasta or pastaroni or what do you want to call it, or is it like ravioli kind of? But it's like Alfredo style because the pasta are shaped like circles, like shrimps or like raviolis or some shit like that. But I don't really know what it's called. But I'm gonna search it up after I get done, and it will be on the title. So I got this from Olive Garden. Well, it's really my mom's, but she let me have it so I could try it. And I got my usual Sprite with me. Let me do my thumbnail. Okay, that's enough. I'm not really good at thumbnails like that because it's like, but I'm working on it, y'all. It's mighty gloomy right now. It was sunny out, but I think it's gonna get sunny in a minute. So, excuse the gloom. I don't know. Just ah, why y'all gotta get gloomy on me? Y'all bringing different vibes up in here. We need that fresh, sunny side energy, positive vibes. Come on, what's it called? When the, like weather woman, somebody like that, something up there. Come on, y'all gotta do better. But anyways, while I'm eating, I'm gonna be talking about my thoughts on the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, aka Bel-Air. But first, I'm gonna try this real quick because I want to try to see what this is about. What's the hype? Ooh, look at that cheese! Look at that cheese! Y'all comment down below and tell me, have y'all had this before? I'm about to try it. Let's see. Mmm. Oh shit. This shit hit hard though. It's very cheesy. It's good. Let me try that chicken real quick. Let's try this chicken. Ooh, it's got cheese on the chicken. That's how I like it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mmm. 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 Oh my god. This gonna be interesting. Olive Garden never fails on their Italian food. They never do. I fuck with their pasta. Mm. Makes you want to dance, you know? God damn. That's good as fuck. Okay, I gotta get into what I'm talking about because I'm gonna sit here all day and this no. So okay, I'm done now. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about my thoughts on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot. Um, I like it. I give it a 10 out of 10. The only thing about this one is it's not focused on the comedic side as it used to, like on the original one. It's got that modern 2022 vibes as well, but it's mainly with the drama. It's like the drama side of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and they get deep with it. Like this shit gets deep to the point where the first episode we actually get to see Will and how shit went down in Philly as to why he had to go live with his aunt, his uncle, and his cousins, the Banks, like the rich side of his family. Um, we gotta see why that happened, but we always like was told in the intro of the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that I got into one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air." You know, y'all know. So we've always thought that it was a just a little like fight and a tussle in the court because dude lost against Will. But in this one, they got a little more deep with it, where the dude Rashad, who lost by Will, well, yeah, he lost, but somebody threw the basketball at him. I'm not sure who threw it, but yeah, they threw the basketball at Rashad. Rashad got pissed, got in Will's face, and I believe Will hit him, and it got in this whole big fight. Will's friend got stomped the fuck out. They were just stomping that motherfucker like they were going the fuck in. So, that happened. Oh, and earlier, I don't know if it was Rashad or the other dude, but I think it was him. But they kind of punked Will out in front of the girls, which made Will do like a basketball, like whoever wins, um you gotta work with me or some shit like that, battle kind of shit, like on the court, battle on the court. So because he was like, I gotta have respect in my hood. I can't be punked out like that in front of the girls and all that. That's where his mind was at. Cause you gotta remember, he's a teen, and as a man, especially if you in the hood like that, you damn sure don't want to get punked by. Especially if your name means something in the street, yeah, motherfuckers ain't taking that shit lightly. So earlier, his friend had brought the gun to the court. He didn't show it to everybody, but he secretly showed it to Will, and he was like, it's for protection. So that came into play later on when they got in that fight because when his friend was getting stomped out, Will grabbed that gun out of his bag and pop pop shut that shit down, and then he pointed the gun at Rashad, and that's what got Rashad pissed off and say, "You better use it, or I'm gonna kill your dumb ass because you pulled a gun on the wrong motherfucker. Like this motherfucker, like you don't like if you gonna pull a gun on a crazy motherfucker like that that's on the street and everything and like thug and all that shit, you better be using that shit or they will come for your ass." Not saying, let me stop because I'm about to get motherfuckers like, oh, should I do it? No, don't do it. Be careful, y'all. Don't be dumb out here in these streets. But long story short, he didn't use it. Well, he wasn't going to be able to because lo and behold, Popo showed up. And they saw him. I think Will dropped the gun, but they still caught him and pinned him against the wall, and they threw him down the ground. Just you know how that is. Police brutality. Come on now, we already know that shit. So they now say he in jail. Rashad just eyeing him like. Let me tell you something. Dude that played Rashad, that the Rashad, whoever played him, shout out to you because yo energy, like you got into that character. Like when he was staring at Will, like he was like staring into Will's soul like this. Like I'm not doing it right, but he like this. Mm-hmm. Coming for you right when you get out. I'm coming for your ass. Bang bang, nigga. Like literally. It was so fucking intense. I was almost a little shook. Like, damn, this nigga really gonna come for Will when we get out the room. But lo and behold, once Will got out and his mom bailed him out. By the way, Will's mama Vi, she is from Tyler Perry's If Loving You Is Wrong. If y'all don't watch Tyler Perry and y'all don't see his TV shows, go look back and you'll see that she's from If Loving You Is Wrong. She played Natalie. The woman, the friend from the ghetto in The Brood, and she played mom from the ghetto in this one too. But she's a little more, I think, a little more. Well, she's still kind of like Natalie, but she's a little bit toned down. But long story short, she bailed Will out of jail, and is taking him to the airport. packed his bag and everything and said, "Look, I'm taking you to the airport. I am not about to bury my son." And because Rashad, he's just the type of motherfuckers that you put a gun on, he ain't gonna let that shit rob. So what's gonna happen? We'll gotta go to Bel-Air with his aunt, his uncle. His aunt is by sister. So, and they're rich. And Phil is the one that helped get Will out of jail so soon. And if it wasn't for them, he probably would have been there longer, or just it would have went well. So he has an opportunity. Got him out of there. Got him in California. Met up with Jazz. Jazz is he cool, and he's very toned down, like more intelligent in this one. But yeah, he met up with Jazz. Gave him a ride to the crib to meet the banks and everything. Let me tell you something. That house, I'm with Jazz. You didn't tell me your family was white, because that house is almost bigger than the original. Literally almost bigger than the original. Mm. Met up with everybody. Met with Aunt Viv, Uncle Phil, Jeffrey. Um, Hillary, she's like an influencer now. She knows how to cook. Since when the fuck when? Because if you look back at the original one, Hillary was dumb as a box of rocks. The typical dumb rich girl. And didn't know how to cook. Very spoiled. Just but this one she has a little more intelligence and she's been more grounded, because mind you, this is modern day. This is 2022. So she's a social media influencer and a cook at the same time. So I'm very interested in how she's going with it. And Ashley, they say she's 12, but she looks way older than 12. She looks like at least 14, 15 years old. That little girl. But and then we meet Carlton. We knew Carlton and Will had like little beef, little roasting going on in the original Fresh Prince, but this one, it goes to a whole nother level. Why? Because Will meets up with Lisa. Carlton used to date Lisa. Carlton still has feelings for her, still trying to get her back. And now his cousin is in town and is trying to hit that. Well, as he says, he's not, but we really know. We know what it is. We know the vibes. Come on now. Sorry about that, y'all. But I hate that motherfucker. I hate Carlton in this one. Like, bring Alfonso back. Come on, bro. I hate how y'all did Carlton. Like, even in the first episode, this was the first episode. He takes Will to school, Bel-Air Academy. He got white friends. And one of his white friends is a complete asshole. Complete asshole. They over there singing in the gym. The nigga. They saying nigga, not me and Will like, hold up. Watch your mouth, because you don't get to say that. And then he got loose with the lips like, I don't know who the fuck you are. Who the fuck are you to tell me? I want Will to fuck him up right then and there. But Carlton stepped in and excused this shit. The original Carlton would never. Yes, he was uppity. Yes, he was that spoiled rich kid from Bel-Air. But in the original, it wouldn't went down like that. You can't tell me it would went down like that. And he excuses shit. He's one of those motherfuckers where it's just a word and this and that. No, no, no. Like you a sucker for that shit. Listen, majority of my friends are either white or Mexican, and if any of them ever came out saying some shit like that, they definitely gonna get checked, or they ain't gonna be, or I ain't fucking with them no more. Here, on God, I'm not. Like, why? It's it was just crazy, and then it goes downhill from there. Season episode 2, 3, and 4, we saw Carlton go down a spiral. Him and Will get into a fight the second on the second episode, well the first episode as well, because Will I believe kissed Elisa, and Carlton was spazzing the fuck out. Mind you, he was high because why? Carlton's a cokehead. He's a cokehead. Yeah, he's a like literally. He's a fucking cokehead. And the only people that know about it is Lisa and Will, because Will caught him. So that plays a big part in his character as well. Is he's a cokehead, and he easily goes off like in a minute. So he was high after party, saw Will and Lisa kiss. He was pissed, pushed Will in the pool. Will almost fucking drowned. Lisa saved him. Will no, Connor gonna step up like, yo, what the fuck your problem? Will knocked his ass out. Carlton, they staring down like, what's up? What you wanna do? Boom! And then Will beat his ass. Will beat his ass, and then the rest was history. Episode 2, Carlton still showing his ass, just being a bitch, just treating Will like shit because he feels intimidated by Will. He feels like somebody else is stepping in his time to shine, because Carlton is actually likable in this one. He's popular. Everybody loves Carlton. But when Will comes in, he feels like his spot is being taken. And it's like, I just never understood that shit. Like, what is to be jealous of? Will is just being Will. Like, you can still be you, and he can still be him. I just don't understand that shit. Like, why knock down? And you see family, you see cousins and brothers and sisters act like this, where one is jealous over the other, and they try to throw each other down, especially in school and shit. It's just like, I never understood that shit. Like, be who you want to be, and they be them. You do you, and I do me. Like, stop tearing people down. And you don't even know what the fuck Will's been through. He's been through the fight. He ain't got no daddy. He's always had it rough and everything. Grew up in the hood while your spoiled ass was in Bel-Air, living it up. You got a mama. You got a dad. You got two parents in the house. You got a whole ass family backing you. Whereas Will only had his mama out there. Literally, that's all he had out there. And if you want to count friends. It's like, grow the fuck up. And then Lisa, people's like, oh, Lisa, this, I mean, thought I heard the garage open. And, you're like, oh, Lisa's innocent. No, she's not. They all play their role. Will should not have messed with Lisa, especially if she's Carlton's ex. You don't fuck families, exes, or shit like that. Broke road. You know that is. Carlton should have went off like that. Like, if she don't want to be with him, she don't want to be with him. Leave it the fuck alone. And Lisa should not be playing these two cousins against each other. It's one thing to break up with your ex, but to start to fuck in the family, that's a problem. That's what we don't do. We don't fuck in the family. They ain't fucked yet, but it's leading to it. So Lisa ain't slick. She plays a big part in this too. Because you're talking to Carlton, you're talking to Will for 1 minute, and then next thing you know, you're going to Carlton. You're playing between both of these motherfuckers. You're playing a dangerous ass game, and they're both too pissed off at each other. They don't even see what's happening. It's just, I don't like it. I'm gonna have to finish up eating because I've been on here way too long. Mm. 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 That was rough. Oh, that was. Look at cheese. I'm done. But I had to finish that up before she ran in here. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much my review. I like it. I like to see where they're going with this. Uncle Phil, he's they really do touch base on like the legal system, the police brutality, and everything. It's interesting. I really do like Hillary's storyline with being a social media influencer. She helps out Jazz with followers as well. Like she's really into helping people, and I like that because me grinding up to being that, because that's what I always I like any profession that's giving back to the community. I support all the way. So I'm here for it. Her mom, Vivian, she's not really here for it as much. She doesn't really understand it as much. Vivian sets her up on an interview for this cooking program, but they're like, no spices, no this, no that. And her family's like, well, my family was complimenting my spices, and everybody likes my spices. And it's like, well, your family is not the targeted audience that we are grooming towards. Meaning, we're not grooming towards the black audience, we're grooming towards the white audience. I mean, that's basically how they worded it, but they didn't say it, but that's basically what I got out of it. And she just said, fuck it. I'm not doing that shit. And you know what? Even though it sucks that she burned that bridge with Vivian's friend that's helped her set up that interview, I'm with Hillary. I don't feel bad because it's like, why should I or anybody of my supporters support that. You know, it's like I don't know. I don't feel no type of way about it. But there's a little division between Vivian and Ash. I mean, I keep wanting to say Ashley, but Hillary. That they're gonna start butting heads, like because Hillary. We all know Hillary dropped out. She's been dropped out of college for 2 months, they say, or 2 years, living in the pool house, and they're kind of fed up with it. And they're like, Hillary, you need a job. Rightfully so, because you're not going to be living under our roof rent free forever. If you want to live under our roof, you're going to be having to pay some up in this motherfucker. You see where we living at? This shit ain't free. But that's what happens when you spoil your rich kids. I mean, I don't know. Oh, and Ashley, we see in episode 4, because we don't see much Ashley the first 3 episodes, but season 4, we see her storyline. She's sneaking off while Ashley was handling with Jazz and all that, putting on lip gloss, going to her friends. We thinking I can't speak for shit. Damn! We thinking that she's trying to fuck around with a boy at 12 years old. No! She asked, who is so-and-so? It's a girl. And they're like, she's not here. And she was like, felt some type of way. And I was like, okay, Ashley. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's that new song I think that Drake or somebody said? Girls want girls and me. Something like that. But Ashley, girls want girls. Yeah, I think Ashley's a little lesbian. She's a lesbian. So that's different because Ashley in the original one wasn't a lesbian. But one thing that we all got to stop doing though is comparing this Bel-Air, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot to the original. We gotta stop comparing it because they're not the same. There are going to be different elements. There's going to be some sprinkles of the same thing as the original one, but they're going different routes with this one because it's a drama one. It's not on the comedy side. It's more on the drama side, and you just gotta come in with fresh, new, different side of Bel-Air, basically. Like Carlton being a cokehead, Ashley being a lesbian. Well, gearing towards lesbian. I don't know how you guys want to say it, but you know, she want a girl. And then Hillary, social media influencer and knows how to cook. Jeffrey, damn near being a fucking hitman for Will, because we all know what he did with Rashad. And Jeffrey got more flavor, and him and Uncle Phil is cool. Uncle Phil is more accepting of Will and less confrontational or button heads as he was in the original one. Aunt Viv, Aunt Viv, there's nothing really much different. The actor that plays Aunt Viv in the reboot sounds just like the dark-skinned version of the original Aunt Viv. Like how she speaks, how she presents herself. Yeah. But yeah, we gotta stop comparing it because if you're coming into this comparing it, you're just not. No. Like there's some elements that are the same, like the plot of how Will got out the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's somewhat of the same, but then it's a little bit deeper on the drama side in modern times. So that's just what we gotta do, don't compare shit. But other than that, I give it a 10 out of 10. I recommend everybody going to see it. It's on Peacock. Get the app. If you don't want to get the app and pay on Peacock to see the episodes, I recommend personally looking at 123 Movies. Like, it's a website where you can get shows that may be on a different platform like Paramount, Peacock. Like, if you're looking for shows like that and you don't want to pay, you will have to look on there. But it ends up the new episodes comes the day that it would air on Peacock. So that's the only thing. Or it might come early, or it might come a day after. But 123 Movies or Put Locker, I would recommend searching those websites up and looking at latest shows that you are not able to see because you don't want to pay on these streaming apps. It may not be the best quality, or it may be a good quality, but I would recommend checking those out if you don't want to pay. That's all. That's my only. And I'm not promoted to. I'm not being told to say this. I'm not being promoted. This is just something that I've done, and you guys can, or hey, you don't have to. It's just a suggestion if you don't want to pay. Because, I mean, yeah, it's cheap, but it's like, do I really want to pay for a streaming app that I'm only going to be watching one show? And that show's not even going to be on long? I mean, I'm just saying, because, usually these shows on these streamers apps only go up to 10 episodes, or 9, or 8. They're really short. They're not like 22 episodes, where it's like month to month. It's like half a month. So, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. But I'm going to get out of here. Let me sit down and subscribe. Alright. What I'm going to need y'all to do is I'm going to need y'all to like, I'm going to need y'all to comment, and I'm going to need y'all to subscribe. Hit that bell for notification for all the motherfucking bangers, and I shall see you in the next video. Deuces, nigga.